Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, and now we shall swiftly proceed to our second keynote talk of the day, which has the task of starting the discussion on how data science can influence big companies to generate new revenues and make more profit. This talk will be given by Sasa Radovanovic, who has more than 15 years international experience in engineering, marketing, and data science, and is currently employed with Telenor Serbia as a data science and customer lifecycle management team leader. Now, I would like to give a huge round of applause to Sasa Radovanovic, and as always, for questions, please refer to the link on your screens. Thank you and enjoy the talk.
Hello, good morning. Wow, what an energy here in the room. Today, I'm actually going to talk about different aspects of data science. Rather than talking about the algorithms, rather than talking about the codes, rather than talking about the math. The key question here actually that I would like to address, and I hope that you will also help me in this, is why is data science still not mainstream in corporations? Why we still don't see data science penetrating that much into industry? This conference is really unusual. This conference is really extraordinary because if you go to summit of cardiologists, everyone in the room are cardiologists. If you go on a conference with integrated circuit design, everyone in the room are making chips. But you go to data science conference, and there are just a few people who are actually in data science. So this is a conference, but this is actually a workshop. You came here to see what is going on with data science, how far it is advancing, and how soon it will come in front of you, and how soon it will come in your company, or how soon you can implement it in your company. One smart guy, actually he is my mentor, he said that most people live either before time or after time, or out of time. You are, and majority of you are here between 25 and 40, and that's the right age to set the data science in front of you, and to give impulse for data science to be widely implemented in industry. It's not an easy task. Data science started with mathematicians, started with engineers, with PhD guys. And in order to implement that in industry, you need corporate it's corporate environment and you have scientific environment. How long it will take to implement those scientific things into corporate environment, we will see. But you need people who are bridging these two topics, who knows how to implement scientific innovation into corporate environment, how to make money actually out of data science. And I hope that there are also some of directors or CEOs from some companies that today I hope that I can help a little bit explaining more how to implement data science and how to make money out of data science such that it is then more popular. A lot of you came here to see, a lot of students came to see how far is data science now, and will he become a data scientist or IT guy? It's still, if you see advertisement for job advertisement on the net, it's 100 to 1. There are 100 job advertisement for IT and then 1 for data scientist. Slowly, together with this energy, I hope that we are going to change that in the future. It takes time, but if we build enough energy around this data science topic, then we can spread that energy around and then make that happen in companies and industry. 4 areas. What are key enablers for data science success? Data science value in long term. I will talk about employee skills and how employees can fit in a company. And then also I'll show you practical examples from industry, and then telco industry actually that I'm coming from, how we implemented data science to earn money. Data science reduces intuition. So it will offer you right information in the right time. Act on time, stay relevant. It's good. Everyone wants to stay relevant. No one wants to be irrelevant. But data science will help you because it will give you overview, it will give you insight into actions that you need to do this week, next week. So important things that now are in front of you, and data science will actually show you what are these things. Unhide insight and turn into advantage. Structured approach, power of prediction. Data science will help you a lot in forecasting, in predicting how probable is that some things will be implemented. How probable will be that buyers will buy your product. How probable will be that buyers will buy another product if you sell him first product. So actually this bundle combination, it will give you some insight. It's not easy to implement data science in companies because they are working in a certain way. And companies are, especially big corporations, are for many years around. And they know how to do it. They have structured their stuff. They're doing the stuff that works. So it's not easy now to implement data science because you will challenge existing practices. You will challenge how the things are being done. But rather than closing to this opportunity, companies should open for this new opportunity and say, okay, tell me, how can I do the stuff better? What should we do differently in order to be more successful? Happy clients. If you offer him relevant products, relevant information, if you offer him something in time, he will be happy. And you, as a company, will be happy because together you will earn more money. But it's a win-win situation. You're creating positive energy about your company, about your products, and then taking a positive energy or creating positive energy with your client. Those are all ingredients. Of course, no one can guarantee that this will be a full 100% success, but are very important ingredients to put your business running. What are key enablers? What is very, very important in order to implement data science in corporations? First thing is top management support. It's a key thing. If you don't have support from top management, it will never happen. It can happen here and there, it can happen as a pilot, but it will never happen. So you need to convince, and we all together need to convince top management that this is very cool thing. It's not scientific thing over there, but it's something that they can understand, it's easy to implement, and you can make money out of it. That sounds good. Then they will actually start listening to you. You need, of course, sources for data creation. You need to keep data clean. You need to do proper data governance, of course. You need a good input in order to have a good output. So collect as much data as possible. you never know which one are really useful for you in the future. Employee experience and fit. Data scientist is really something cool, something innovative, and he cannot be only a mathematician. This guy is a magician, actually. So he needs to wear both scientific hat and business hat in order to stay relevant in the corporations. He needs to know actually at the end who's your customer, what else he wants, how can I make him happy. And then when I have a happy customer, he will pay for this product, I will earn more money and I will be more relevant. Cooperate with startups, universities, use best practice sharing. So knowledge is here and there in the islands. Cooperate with them, gather this knowledge as much as possible, see what is going on and what you can implement actually in your company, and then try to, with small steps, to implement some of these things that are relevant for you. Here are some examples. How can we maximize a commercial return from data science? And then here are a few examples. And then first one is existing services through old and new channels. So offer existing services. You're a corporation. You have your clients. You have your products. But use data science and use digital technology, tablets, mobile phone, websites, to offer him your products right in time. There are billions of products on the net. Help him finding your products in the time he needs. He will be very happy. He saves the time. He gets the products what he wants. Maximize retention success. So you have your clients and you want to keep them in your portfolio. You don't want to lose them. You don't want your clients to go to competition. Use data to see actually what kind of services and products is he using. What is really important for him. And then make the offer attractive such that he does not leave your company and then go to competition. Competitors can never know better your customer than you because you have his data. You know what is he buying from you. You know how often is he buying. You know how many products is he buying. So you know exactly what he needs and try to make then the offer that he really needs. And not just go to competition because he's offering cheaper products. Cheaper is not always winning. You will offer right products using data science because data science will help you select what the right products for that customers are. New services. We'll see actually now more all of these details in the slides, or even Markov optimization. Of course, this fourth one is really very cool, but it's probably the most complicated one. So how to spend your Markov money, your money on commercials, on the TV, on the newspaper, on the web, in order to get maximized return. So it's really a long process. You need to collect a lot of data, but you will get good things in return. First one, so maximize revenue for existing services through all the new channels. Here I said tailored offer products for each segment. Don't generalize the things. Use data science to make tailored offer. So if you sell clothes, you will not say, hey, here are our shirt collection. No, it's a black shirt, this is a yellow tie, and these are pants. This is exactly what suits your taste. Those are products actually that you are searching, selecting the most. This is what I'm going to offer. You're using your mobile phone, you rarely go to some other countries you don't use roaming, so we'll offer you some better national packages if you're a telecom customer. Don't generalize. Make it as specific as possible, and that's what data science will help you. Enable long-term forecasting or early detection of customer value loss. That is also a good thing, because implementing data science or implementing good deep analytics, you can have actually very nice monitoring that will help you determining, hey, you know, from this and these customers, we are starting losing the value. Let's see what is going on and how we can offer something better to them. Or if something goes good, okay, what are we doing good with these customers such that we can implement it with other group of customers. Increase engagement on digital channels, of course. Everyone is talking about digital transformation. Why is everyone talking about digital transformation? Because it's hard. Companies will transform only if they must. No one wants to change. If it works, I'm earning the money, why should I change? But if you show them how they can earn more money using these digital channels and using apps and using right-in-time products, then they will start listening to you and they will start implementing some of these things. Maximize retention success. So smart churn prediction, I was talking about that. So you have your customer, try to really analyze everything, what is important to him, try to analyze this data, use some of this data science stuff. I will not go into details. Principal component analysis, select in out of thousands of parameters maybe that you're tracking, which are 5 or 10 or 15 most important parameters that determines customer behavior. Prepare competitive offers, and then secure effective communication. Tell him what you want to do for him. Tell him the efforts that you want to put in order to make him happy. He needs to know that. And then he will be loyal. He said, okay, you take care about me, I'll be actually staying your customer. I'll be loyal. Offer new services. Based on big data, based on data science, there is really a lot of new services that can be offered over there on the market. Here I listed a few, like aggregated data analytics as a service. So foot traffic over time. So you're a retail company, you would really like to know in existing shops, in existing retail places, how often and how frequent this foot traffic is based on period of the day, period of the week, period of the month, of seasons. Do we have shops in the right place? Can we do something about that? Do we have commercials out of shops? Can people recognize actually that your shop is over there? So you can actually analyze and say, okay, foot traffic versus my sellings. So that conversion ratio, is that good or bad? Real-time own products. So this is example from Telecom, where you can offer him daily or monthly internet add-ons. You're using this app, you're using YouTube, you're using some music apps, and then you're out of your data. Offer him data for one day. That day, offer him a data till the end of the month when he needs it. But real time. I'm now out of data, offer him now. Real-time third-party products. For example, he's walking in a city, he's walking close to shops, offer him special discount just for him if he enters the shops and buys the product. So that's offering a third-party product. And then aggregated data from IoT, Internet of Things, of course, it is also getting the traction. People are actually putting also a lot of effort into Internet of Things and saying, hey, what can we get out of this? In telecom example, I'm actually showing here travel agency. You're a telecom, you go talk to travel agency and say, hey, would you like to know how many roamers are in country? How many foreigners are currently in Belgrade? How many foreigners and from which country they were last month? How many are in a certain city? What is their average stay? How many people from Serbia are going abroad? Because you can track that, you see based on certain data who is currently abroad and who is making phone calls, who is using data abroad. And then for travel agency, that's interesting because, hey, we didn't know that there's so many people visiting a certain destination. That's a good insight. So as a travel agency, I will try to make a better offer for that destination and try to attract more people. Market research, that sounds like a natural. Of course, there are a lot of market research agencies in Serbia, but also in Europe or worldwide that can use your services or more data insight of what people needs, how they behave in order to make even their product better, and then you can combine those services. Banks, of course, bank mobile app penetration. That's pretty cool because if you walk to banks and say, hey, would you like to know what is the share of your apps, of your bank compared to others? Well, that would be cool because the only way that they can now come to this information is by interviewing people. Do you use our app? Do you use our app of our competitor, either online or directly? But if you know your customers, if you know what they have been installing on the mobile phone, then you know, hey, this is a share of your bank mobile apps for this certain group of customers. And that's something that they would like to know. So it's a service that you can offer. And then here there's shopping alerts, of course, based on location, on gender, on time. You can sky is the limit. You can really play with a lot of offers, a lot of different things actually that you can give to your customers. Use data analytics, use data science, and then offer right products right in right time, on right location. Employee skills, fit, and compensation. This is a difficult one. So how does actually a typical company look like? So you have, actually at the top you have business managers, and then you have leaders in data science and business. So these guys are actually bridgers between data science. They're a bridge between data science, math, and business. And then you have actually a data scientist. And then the rest of the company, which is core business. Companies are existing, they know how to do their job, they have already their employees. How you then fit data science into this structure? It's not easy because first, there is a lack of data science managers. That link, that bridge between math and data science and commercial environment is not easy to find. That is very important in order to start implementing data science into corporations. You need to provide motivation and interesting tasks for data scientists constantly. So data scientists are very guys who are really innovative. They want to know more things. They want to work with cool things. They want to invent. They want to do something very interesting. And corporations are innovative, but are also old and slow. So as a leader of data science, you need to provide them very interesting tasks and then keep them motivating all the time. Try it. But it's important. Otherwise, they will leave. Also, there is a lack of skillful data scientists. It's not easy to find them. So if you are a corporation and you put an advertisement on the web, I'm looking and searching for data scientists. What is the chance that out of 30 people who are actually applying for this advertisement are data scientists? Out of 30, how many data scientists actually are applying for this role? 0 or maybe 1, if you're lucky. So there is a lack of data scientists. You need to teach them. You need to teach them, you need to motivate them, you need to keep them. And then the compensation, of course, of data scientists, because corporations say, okay, this guy is just on an entry level, he's a data scientist, well, he's an employee as far as I'm concerned, he has 1 year or 2 year experience, well, he's probably in this salary range. But he's not in accounting, he's not in finance. I mean, for God's sake, this is a data scientist, he wants to do something cool for the company, and we are going to make money with this. We'll see. And then data scientists will come and say, okay, but can I be more compensated than this? It's up to companies or corporations who will decide that. Who will say, okay, yes, this is then the right and proper compensation. And it's not easy, because hey, you're among other colleagues. It's working, corporation is actually making, the corporations are making their money, the business is running. Show me, prove that you can actually make more money for me. And then I will actually set the money on you. So it's not an easy task. I'm starting this very hard task today and hope that together with the energy in this room, we can start showing to corporations how can we implement data science in order to make money. Some examples. So it's not only talking, it's really examples from real life, and I'm showing you today 3 examples. How we use data science to make money. First, next best offer, it's called. So we want to offer customers right products in the right time. So what are we doing then? I'm from telecom company, Telenor. So, Telenor. You use the inside 360-degree view from your customers. So actually there is a lot of data over there, usage behavior, billing information, demographics, network analytics, so a lot of data available. Use this data to create actually algorithm, which customer will need which of your products. And when. You select them, you extract all the features, you do the algorithm and say, okay, these are customers actually that I'm going to offer one product. And that product needs to be really a suitable one. And then you have a lot of course, products on your list, and you need to rank them. You will select the top 1 or top 3. And that's what data science will help. So you will have then the probability that customer will buy these products. And then you say, okay, for this customer, I'll use a digital channel, and I will send him that product. He'll be happy because he gets a relevant product. And then you will be happy because you will make more money. Communicate that to different channels. Of course, it's SMS or app or portal, different way, or someone will call you, but use data science to offer him right product. Second, churn prediction modeling. So identify critical numbers, critical customers that have high probability to leave. So he's with us, he's using our services, he's using our products, and then suddenly he decides to leave. Can we detect his behavior? Can we use data science to track certain features, monitor that and say, hey, this guy has now a high probability to leave. We have cooperated, this is a pilot project actually that we are doing still. We did with a third-party vendor. It's SmartCat, very smart people. It's a small startup, great company. That as the first time we actually did detailed data sharing, of course GDPR, all the stuff that needs secure transfer. It was really some detailed preparation, and then they helped us developing algorithms that we can actually recognize this churn probability that customer will churn. With smart people in company, we used this great stuff that were provided with vendor, and then try to, we actually did improvements. We did really tailor-made what we wanted to do, and now it's working. We're still actually evaluating how great this was, but it's now in production. It's working and it's rolling. Use data science, recognize customer who will leave, call him, send him a great offer, make him stay with you. Third example. This is really from B2B, so not to end customer. Big companies are actually having key accounts that are communicated to customers. And then often key accounts are, some key accounts, they do really detailed analysis on this customer, what he really needs, what is really important for them, what is not, but some don't. They don't have a time, a lot of portfolio, a lot of customers. So data science can actually help to give these key accounts who are on the field right information about customers, what they want, what they need, and how they should create the offer. And then they're happy because you actually do all this stuff for him, and then he can be really ambassador of your company. Rather than digging down the data, trying to figure out what this customer really needs. No, you use data science to crunch this data, to really understand what is important for customers, and then share this with key accounts. So those are three examples. All three are earning money. Those are examples how to implement data science in order to earn money. Together, if we create more of these examples, the more successful we'll be to penetrate data science into corporations. Data science is coming from engineers, from smart guys, and they are in tactical area. They tend to talk a lot about technique, but actually engineers should talk more about business and how to implement what they know into business and corporate environment. Rather than keeping costs down, typical examples for data science are keeping costs down, making prediction how we can save the money. Probably 90% of current implementation of data science is how to keep costs down, how to save costs, how to replace people, how to optimize processes. But if you find the examples and you find a way to make money, not to save money, but to make money with data science, then it will be very successful. And then IT versus data science, which is currently now 100 job advertisements versus 1, will be actually more better in favor of data science. This is a summary. For data science penetration corporations, important gradients are understanding data science long-term value. How can we make money with data science? Remember that, not how to save costs. It will take 20 years then for data science to penetrate. How can we commercialize data science? That's key. Top management support. Without this, forget about this. If top management doesn't understand how you can help him, if they don't understand why they will invest in the long term in you, it will never happen. So try to make a story as simple as possible. Make a cartoon out of your example, and then it will come. Employee skills, fit and compensation, you as corporations need to actually arrange that, align that with existing and the new, and then try to figure out what are new services and how you can help with existing services and make more money with data science. I showed actually here a couple of examples, and then here are possible steps to take. So you're a corporation, hopefully that some of you who are still thinking whether to implement data science and how, start maybe piloting projects with the startups. There are a few startups, great startups in Serbia, in south of Europe, in worldwide, that can actually help you with these small projects. Feel that. Hire data scientists with business acumen. That's not easy. But if you hire data scientists and you keep data scientists to stay a scientist, it will not be good in the long term. He needs to understand very good your business. Because all the models and everything what he does needs to be actually very close to customers. Cooperate with universities. That's a good place also to start. Because there are a lot of smart people, they want to do new things. So talk to each other, see how you can help each other. Corporation, university. Figure out some small projects, some small pilot projects. Do they maybe start with master project? Say, okay, let's put some 3 months or 6 months, and then let's start doing something together. Provide in-house or external trainings, and then spread best practices also from other countries. There are best practices over there. Use them. Talk to each other, make that energy, use this energy from this room to spread data scientists' corporations, to make that really affordable, understandable, implementable. And then a lot of you here will be really data scientists. And then conferences that will be organized in the future will be more filled in the rooms with data scientists that can talk about nice projects, nice stuff, share experiences among each other, and that would be really cool. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Sasha, as well for this inciting talk. Unfortunately, we have time for a couple of questions, so let's get on to them. The first question is, how can we count the monetary value of a data science team in a corporation or so on?
It's not easy really to separate, and say, okay, this is really the influence of data science only for this project. It's not an easy task. But there are some measures. You can always do some month-over-month comparison of revenue, of product selling, number of product sellings, churn, so people that are leaving your company, customers that are leaving your company. So you can always monitor that month-over-month or year-over-year before you started and after you are doing this. So that's typical, some measure that you can use.
Yeah, as always, impact is always hard to measure.
But you can, and you can show.
So based on your view, could you name the 3 most valuable skills that data scientists possesses, and how can a company actually realize those skills, and how can then they realize the benefits of them? So the 3 most valuable skills that a data scientist possesses, in your experience.
Yeah, it's the first one is curiosity. He needs to be curious how the things are working, why the things are working this way. Can we make something better? So curiosity. The motivation, absolutely, motivation is very, very important. And preserve, keep going. Do that no matter how many obstacles you have. Focus and go for it. So those are three skills. And then we'll teach them actually some more on math and data science skills, of course.
Of course, motivation is always the key there. And the final question here is, what challenges did you face when scaling data science work to actually get it in production? So how do you embed data science in the business processes and systems?
So the answer to that question, what are the challenges, if I would actually start to list them, then probably it will be a big list.
Yeah.
It's a list of a couple of pages.
Well, what would you say is the biggest one? Let's say if you have it.
Understanding, and then promise that you can really deliver that. Why should we believe you?
Yeah.
So you need really to prove, and then to find a way to prove it, that things will be better. That customers, there will be more customers, they will be more happy, that they can leave more money with you. So it's not an easy task, but you need also some motivation also, or some drive from management that can support you, and then meet those two and try it.
Quite understandable, I would say. And that unfortunately does it with time. However, there are very good questions here. I would like to invite you to talk with Sasa during the break, of course, and to further elaborate on that. Before we depart, I would like to, on behalf of the conference, to thank Sasa with this certificate of appreciation.
Wow.